23 years of being in the system, which I was so privileged and honored to work in, I have figured out that I've served over 2,000 students. Each and every one of them have a very special story, and one that touched my heart deeply. And I felt I could not do right by them unless I moved mountains to help them reach their goals. And so many of them did that and made me so proud. And for the ones that felt they could move forward and gave up at the time which they should have graduated, many of those have come back and reached out for my help, and so gladly given it to them. And so many success stories you could not believe. The lifestyles that they live is very, very difficult. And it would be hard for most of us adults to forge through that path and reach a life of success and productivity and giving back to the community, as most all of them have. So I am so humbled and proud of what they have accomplished, and they are the reason I am here today.
Well, I fortunately come from a very strong family of women. Both of my grandmothers went to college back in the late 1900s and early 1920. My paternal grandmother didn't finish, but she went for 2 years. And my maternal grandmother not only finished, but went on to be a Chicago public school teacher for 40 years while raising 4 children, while always having a good attitude. And then my grandfather developed Alzheimer's disease. Now, we didn't call it that back then. We called it senility. Back in the 1970s, I was a child in grade school, and we didn't understand what was going on with my grandfather. He refused to bathe and didn't shave and lost a lot of weight. And my grandmother refused to place him, because back then there were no assisted living facilities for dementia care. There wasn't even any medication. Your only option was to put him into a sanitarium, which was not an option. So my grandmother took care of my grandfather for 10 years. And she is a hero to me, just like my paternal grandmother, who was my best friend. And I miss them both dearly.
We are women of achievement because we have people behind us, our families, the people that we work with, the organizations that we belong to. This is not I do not accept this as a personal recognition, but a recognition of my organization, my family, all the Junior League, and all of the other organizations in this community who do so many good works and good things to make this a great place to live. So on that basis, I'm thrilled to be a woman of achievement.
It was a big influence on my life. Sorry. My father grew up in New York City, and at the age of 4 was placed in an orphanage. His mother had passed away, and his father was not able to keep him. He looked at this experience, raised in an orphanage, as one of the best experiences of his life. He just saw positives in everything. He met his first wife and my mother. He went into the military. He always saw education as his way out of difficult situations. My mother died when I was 6. He then met my stepmother. He looked at these things not as the fact that he lost a wife, but he had 2 wonderful women in his life. Education was so important to me. To him, I never considered the thought that I would not go on to college. And I never actually looked at the bottom line that I look at when I'm sending my children to college. So they sent me off to Wake Forest University. My mother's like, go work hard. My father's words of wisdom to me were, honey, if you don't like it, you can come home. So he was just a wonderful, positive. Everything in his life was a blessing. And to many people, they looked at his life being raised in an orphanage, losing 2 wives. Could have been definitely a glass half empty, and he was always kind of a glass full, half full.